Okay, good afternoon everybody, welcome to Action Indoor Sports Birmingham. I'm really excited here. We've got the Lions 13 unders versus the Warriors 13s and unders, and I'm very happy to be joined by Pete, who is representing the Warriors.
Afternoon, Kieran.
And I was going to say Spencer's dad, and then I was like, I can't introduce you as Spencer's dad, that's so sad, isn't it? I know your name. Spencer's dad, I'm just going to call you Spencer's dad, it's more fun. Scott, Spencer's dad. Did you get his attention?
I did. He looks really impressed that his dad's commentating.
I'm really hoping he watches this back later. That's why I was like, I can't just call him Spencer's dad, can I? On a commentary.
We've got both sons playing against each other in this game.
Yeah,
actually,
it's going to be fun.
Could be entertaining.
I'm about to say, I can't see Sam at the minute, but I can hear him. You can always hear Sam.
Probably always hear Sam.
Yeah. Probably the two biggest junior badgers as well that we've got.
Absolutely right.
We were talking about this on the way here, weren't we? The two biggest indoor badgers, the baby badgers.
Absolute badgers with the cricket.
I imagine they'll both be watching this later.
I would imagine so.
So Arthur in, he swung the first ball nicely, but played really straight by Spencer.
And Sam, you can hear him already.
I could definitely hear him. He's at point, isn't he?
Spencer's nicked a sneaky run, they're not paying attention.
If that gets given out, I'm going on court and telling Spencer off myself because I hate them.
That's a sneaky one there, son. Well done.
He has stolen a sneaky one. Yeah, so I'm just going to get it out there. Usually when you do commentary, all the commentators try and be really unbiased and everything. This is going to be more like Monday Night Football with Gary Neville versus Jamie Carragher. I'm not calling you both biased, but we'll see how it goes. That's no run from Connor. Why isn't he running? I think he's got in there with the dive.
Yeah, he's made it, yeah.
I think, to be honest, Kieran, that's one of the beauties of this game, is that all the kids know each other. So the parents support each other's kids. So it's it's really good atmosphere.
Yeah.
And I think from our point of view as well, coming up from Manchester to play, it's been noticeable how welcoming all the local lads have been as well. So huge thanks from us for that.
I think that's one of the best things about this game, really, because the kids from wherever they come in the country, they know each other, they play against each other, they become friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's one of the big attractions of indoor cricket.
I completely agree, and I think it's been noticeable today as well that the standards kind of gone up again a little bit from last week.
That was a silly run out there, no need to run on a no ball.
Kieran's wandered off and left me and Spencer's dad to it, so we'll just try and hold the fort for you for the next couple of minutes.
Yeah, we try not to have full silence. It's Connor. Great shot from Connor against Arthur, his teammate from Wildcats.
Fantastic, so lads from the same team playing against each other.
Correct, yeah.
Excellent. And a lovely shot actually there from Connor to hit the back net. So end of the first over, a couple of wickets for the Warriors, leaves the Lions on 2. Sam Staley coming onto ball.
Good ball there from Sam. Kind of nicked it onto his feet. They're always looking to nick a run here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Another sneaky run there.
Kieran's back again. Nice of you to join us again, sir.
Yeah, just resolved a quick issue. So joined by Jimmy. Jimmy, you're the keeper in the first game. You're keeping again later on. How have you enjoyed Super League so far?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's hard, but it's fun.
What are you finding hard about it?
It's playing with people.
We can hear Oscar there on the Staffs boys. Another teammate.
Get to gel with them, and that is what makes it fun.
Yeah, so it's a nice challenge that we've seen Suns bowling at each other here, so we'll see if we get a wicket or a 7. Well, I'm sure
No fighting in the commentary box.
Yeah, a bit of a fight. Yeah, so it's been interesting, isn't it, having to play with people you don't know. Obviously, you play at Derbyshire, don't you? So you play with the same sort of people quite regularly.
Yeah.
A lot of them are at Duffield as well, aren't they? But then having to play in a slightly different team with players from all over the country. Chance. Yeah, Spencer's diving gets him in so often, doesn't
Yeah, it's
it?
amazing, isn't it? Yeah.
Have you got the dive in you?
I try to.
You land on your knees a lot. How are they holding up all right?
He's scabbed them already, I think, a couple of times, hasn't he, mate?
He's going okay at this point. So let's see how Sam finishes those over. It's nice and solid from Connor.
So Jimmy's kept in all the games so far,
Yeah.
and he's obviously in the team with my lad Sam. And Jimmy's been outstanding, actually, Kieran, absolutely top notch.
Yeah, I know.
Really good at keeping the team going, and fantastic glove work. A real example, really, to all the lads around him. So well done, mate.
Thank you.
The Derbyshire, you're on the EPP, aren't you? The Derbyshire lads love you for keeping. How are you enjoying the EPP?
Oh yeah, it's amazing. It's the opportunity that I've got is amazing.
So Wardy's on it, isn't he? Who plays indoor. Who else on it?
Yusuf's in, Ollie Flip indoor.
Yes, Yusuf and Ollie
Shot
both
Spence.
play indoor. Shot Spence. Was that 3 or 4? I've missed the 4 scored. So
4
Spencer
scored,
showing his
yeah.
power there for the young lad. He's got a good flow of the bat, hasn't he, Spencer? He always hits the back when you bowl full at him.
And I think he's got added incentives, like he's playing against George, so one of his mates.
Oh,
he's
he
been
wants.
friends with for years.
Yeah.
And his dad's commentating.
Yeah, how's that?
Yeah.
Down and up nicely from
One's
Connor.
at Derby Football Academy, one's at Forest. There's always a bit of rivalry.
Really?
Friendship. So
So there's bragging rights on the table here.
Football and cricket as teammates.
Right.
And competitors.
Interesting. Tell us a little bit about the bowler. So Eddie from Lancs.
Eddie, big in swingers. He struggled a little bit in the first game today with controlling the new ball. It was swinging quite a lot.
Yeah.
But last week, in particular, when he struggled, he did have the good sense to kind of change his lines, change his lengths.
Yeah.
Bowl's really full,
Yeah.
a decent pace.
Yeah.
And as you know, he's quite
Shot.
new to the game.
Doors chance. Not hit. Spencer can't run through because we're on the floor with Connor. How have you found the new ball challenge?
Oh, it's slippy, and when you're trying
Third
to
ball,
keep,
let's
it's
see what the
hard
boys
to
can do.
take it and then throw it back straight away.
Gonna have to run hard here.
Got away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Misfield at the back. So you're finding it slippery,
Yeah.
not as easy to.
I take it and then throw it. It goes absolutely.
So 1 ball left over here. There's a bit of noise from the Vipers on the other
Yeah.
court.
Good steady start this from the Lions.
Yeah.
I think.
Shot again. They hit them
lovely
very
shot.
straight, aren't they?
Yeah, lovely shot that. Are we right that maybe 20 a pair is about par and
Yeah, I think.
70, 80 kind of scores?
Yeah, I think the thing with the youngest age group is they get on a roll.
Yeah.
So if you get 20, then 25, the
Yeah.
third pair might get a big score.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, I would think 80 is a
A decent score.
pretty
yeah.
good score. Yeah. I'm not sure what the scores were in the first game. You have to let me know.
What scores were our Jim? 60 odd played, 30 odd was it?
It's 66.
Was it? Yeah. Yeah.
They got 38 and we
Fantastic.
needed 66.
And there was quite a high scoring game on the other
Yeah.
corner.
Here comes Oscar.
Yeah, so
Another one of the Wildcats. And Staff
Another one.
Boys, Another
Yeah.
teammate of Spencer's.
Fantastic.
Bowling at him.
oh, a bowled.
Good bowl, Oscar.
I think
Third
we
ball again.
in our first game we did what we struggled to do a little bit last week. Last week we tended to be about 15 or 20 short, or so it seemed in every game. And in the first game we managed to get ourselves up to 60 odd. So
Yeah. So third ball here. Full and wide outside off stump chance. Spencer gets the dive out again. Does he come home battered and bruised from cricket regularly?
Absolutely.
yeah,
So
good,
He's
good.
He's always bruised. Every sport he plays, I don't know why. I think it's a badge of honour, I think.
Yeah. Oh, Rory's brought me lunch. No.
There we go. No, he's just
nipped
kept
past me.
walking, Kieran, I'm
Yeah,
afraid.
he's nipped past me.
Another nice shot there.
Chance at the keeper's end, but he's
Oh.
through. And he has literally dived into the net.
Yeah.
I don't know if you spotted him.
Yeah.
That's why he's battered and bruised, Scott. It's because he's diving into nets and diving all over the place. He,
I bet the last week at the Willows when he was doing back somersaults off the net while he was fielding.
oh dear. Don't tell me about the injury risk of those. It's a nice shot through extra cover. So quick questions then. So how did I'm going to just throw it out there. how did we get into indoor cricket to start with? Like, what was the process of getting involved? What's the history of indoor?
Well, from you, Kieran, originally. You originally asked
kinda
me
knew that.
to play, both my boys. So it was really nice.
Shot.
It was an extension in the winter time to play.
Yeah.
And they found it so much fun. Getting right in. Again, made some really great friends. And it's a really great atmosphere.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the social side of indoor is arguably the strongest
Absolutely.
part of it. But when these competitions are happening, there are gaps. There's gaps in it, and they go and sit and hang out together and make a few new friends.
It's nice to see the lads
Shot.
doing that and getting on with each other.
Oh, I thought that had gone a lot straighter. It's just for the people who are watching at home, I watch off of the screen, not off the live, so every now and again I get tricked. But 4 scored, and Spencer takes his score up to 11, Connor with 14, so a good pair. Do you reckon they'll be happy?
Nice steady start there.
Yeah, steady, nothing fantastic, but quite steady. Some good bowlers there against them.
I think 25 is a good start.
Yeah, me too, yeah.
Just a quick question, I haven't managed to see a Lions game yet. They haven't been on the courts that I've been looking at. Has he opened in every game, or is he changing where he bats?
He's changed it. The first 3 games he's actually batted last.
Yeah.
Especially in the last game when they were getting comfortably beaten by the Vipers, so they decided to go for the skin rather than actually
the game. Yeah, he thought about getting an extra point for the league.
So I think that was good coaching from Craig last week.
Yeah, Craig had a word.
The skins as well as the match.
Yeah, it's a lot to think about for a young lad, isn't it? There's a lot to consider. So, just to finish there, so Pete, indoor, I'll come to you as well, Jimmy, don't worry.
Indoor cricket, so obviously we're up from Bury today, up in Greater Manchester, where a few of us run the district squads.
Yeah.
And we decided a couple of winters ago that, nets could be a little bit dull and a little bit boring. And so we entered a competition at a 4-lane net facility called the Cricket Asylum up in Subi Bridge. They ran some tournaments, did well in that, enjoyed it, saw the benefits of it throughout last season.
So wide.
And I had a dim and distant memory of tension net indoor cricket from
I'm going to get into this at some point.
From way back in the dark days. And a little bit of investigation led me to Kieran. And we find ourselves here, fully embroiled in all the tournaments now.
Captured, I think, is the right word.
Captured, I think, is probably about right. Yeah.
So Hasnain and Rayhan here batting. They are, I think, fair to say, terrific spinners. Okay. Both of them, really, really dangerous spinners, aren't they? Batting probably not quite as strong just yet, but if they can get a score on the board, they're going to be dangerous. Tom Blurton is bowling to them. It's just tidy into the corner. Yeah, he hits.
It's just short of a length.
Yeah, he just hits short of a length. Jimmy, how did you get into indoor?
Probably about. I was 8. I played a couple of under 10 games. I got really into it, and then I just went through the age groups. At Duffield, really enjoyed it.
Duffield are big for indoor, aren't they? They play a lot.
Really big.
Do you know Tom Rowe, who plays indoor? He played for England.
Yeah. And then. I want to just. I'm playing under 14s at the moment and under 12s, but I play for 3 teams.
I was about to say, you play 3 games a Saturday, don't you? Pretty much every Saturday. Can't keep you away, can we? Well played, lads. They've just got the other end nicely there. So how have you enjoyed the tournament over the first weekend and today so far? What's the?
I think it's been fantastic. I think the standard is phenomenal. Really nice to see some new players that don't play around the Derbyshire area.
Yeah.
So for me personally, looking at it and seeing the kids' faces, everyone's happy.
Kit looks good, doesn't it, as well?
Yeah.
Now it's all here.
I think the live commentary helps, especially with my badger and the commentary between the lads.
Even when Kieran's on.
Even when Kieran
forgets
my name despite actually bringing him here, which is amazing. But
no, I just didn't want to call you. I was like, do you call you Spencer's dad or not? Because like
Mr. Sutton, surely.
Like no, but later on when I go, oh, it's Scott on. Do you reckon he'd have clicked? Does he call you? He doesn't call you Scott, does he?
What,
I think
son?
I over. I think I Kieraned it.
Get the bleep machine out, but no, he doesn't call me that.
I think I Kieraned it and just overthought the whole situation as I turned around and just thought, oh.
Here he comes, the legend of Matt Murphy.
Yeah, we'll get him on later, don't worry.
Without any cups of tea.
Charlie's dad.
Charlie's dad, yeah.
So you forget this, but like in my phone, you're saved as Lewis and Spencer's dad. So like when I look at you, I go, Lewis and Spencer's dad. I very rarely have to call you Scott. So I just went to speak and just went like.
It's fine, Kieran. I get called a lot worse.
I think you need to insist on Sir now, actually.
Or Lord Sugar, as he calls me.
Lord Sutton.
You're fired.
I'm already nervous about commentating with him. So he's been criticising me for saying Bath and whatever else earlier.
No, we're not going to get into pronunciation. Not on a live feed, Kieran.
Yeah.
We've discussed that offline.
Especially with a southerner and a northerner commentating as well.
It'll be interesting.
Right, so let's get back to the cricket.
A really good start, I think,
from
from the Lions boys.
Yeah. And a catch.
And there's a catch.
Yeah, Sam takes it.
Commentator's curse.
Commentator's curse, yeah.
Back it in, please.
He just didn't really try and get on top of that, did he? He's just sort of gone with it a little bit too much.
Yeah. I think one of the things that we've noticed, being quite new to the game, is exactly that trying to get over the top of the ball and hitting it down is such a massive skill in indoor cricket.
Here we come, two of the Long Eaton boys, Ethan and Lewis.
Yeah.
In opposing sides.
That's better played. I actually went to Rayhan's at Chellaston, isn't he, with Spencer at the same Derbyshire training? Is that right? I'm sure I've been. Who's batting now? Rayhan is on. Is it the same one on Chellaston?
Yes,
I'm sure he is.
Over Chellaston and Derbyshire.
I went along a couple of weeks ago and obviously watched him bowl, and he's a really, really good leg spinner. But he batted and he smashing it to all parts. I said to him, right, go indoor, just smash it. Don't worry about getting too technical. I think nerves can get the better of you when you're.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I think Rhiannon and Hasden were a little bit dispirited after the first game.
Yeah, it didn't go their way
today because they're not used to playing indoor.
Yeah.
They're lovely bowlers, but they really had a tough time against some fast bowlers.
Yeah.
But I think the positive thing for me was the team all said, look, we're part of a team. Don't worry, you'll learn more. And it was really, really nice.
Yeah, I went to speak to Hasning because it's not that I don't really care about stats. If they listen to me commentate, I won't really be interested. But I said to him, like, you're second in their stats, so you obviously aren't doing badly. You must be doing fine. It's a shame we didn't get George to bowl at Spencer, wasn't it?
Here comes George Cunningham representing the Warriors and Derby County.
And Derby County, talented boy then.
He is indeed.
Yeah.
Spencer's at that other club again, up the
is he?
A52, isn't he?
With a red shirt.
Yeah, the other one. Who do you support, Jimmy?
I'm a Derby fan all the way.
Derby all the way.
Derby fan all the way. Excellent.
Gershan seen last week's stream because Oscar's online. He's a lot tighter.
Yeah, so
He's still wide.
yeah, this is something we talked about last week on the stream, wasn't it? I take it you've watched it back then, Jimmy. Gershan needs to be walking in
That's
further.
really good.
Yeah, it's well battered there, isn't he? He's got into a gap.
What Rhiannon did there, he's actually learned from the first game, and he's just protecting not to hit it hard, just hit it to the side, get you 2 runs. Really clever.
Yeah,
shows how intelligent he is.
Yeah, they're new to indoor. Like they played in they play in the under 14 league at Derby. They're playing in the 12 league, and like Rayhan's like 9 or something. So he plays way above his age. Yeah. And they try and whack it in that. And they've come in. I think they got a bit in their shell here with worrying about getting out. That's
really good.
More what I'm used to seeing from them.
Yeah, really. And do you know what? I'm really pleased. This will be so good for their confidence.
Yeah, I agree.
To go into the next game and not feel like they're letting the team down.
It's a really nice thing about indoor as well, that you can play multiple games in a day, isn't it? So, Jimmy, you play well bowled.
3 games on a Saturday.
Yeah, so you have to get over like a bad performance, don't you, and then move on.
Yeah.
Whereas outdoor cricket, sometimes, with a bit of rain knocking about, especially up north, you might go 3 weeks without getting a bat in some games.
Well, it is quite grim up north, of course, don't forget. But it's a really good point that the next game's the most important one.
Yeah.
And the next game's only an hour or so away in this competition.
Yeah, it was a really good skin. I do that all the time, by the way. I just talk when
It's just a rude southern thing. I apologise. I'm just saying I can't hear Niall at the moment, so he must be off the pitch.
Yeah, he's not playing.
Normally he's in amongst it.
We did have an interesting chat earlier. I've been to Manchester 3 times. I've been to
rained
London
every time.
3 times. It's always rained in Manchester, and it's never rained in London.
There you go, you see. Yeah.
So next in we got Ollie Woodward and Ollie Smith for the Lions.
Both How's That players, aren't they?
Spencer's always gonna do something. He's always catching a ball. He's always shouting.
Yeah. Where is he now? You can see him behind, just juggling a ball about, isn't he?
You try living with Jimmy, he's a right pain in the backside.
Well said.
So that's going to be a wide from Tom, I think. It's just snuck down the leg side. Something we were just trying to discuss earlier with a few of the players in the Warriors 15s is that if it crosses the line, it's a wide. So Willows is a different rule. It's wide of the line. Has to be
Right,
wide.
okay, yeah.
So it's a very different rule for National League games. So it's that one will be a wide as well, I think. Just checking, yeah. So it's,
we got there in the end.
They're very narrow, aren't they, the wides here? So it's a little bit harder, but it puts a little bit more pressure on the bowler to get it straight.
Here comes the other Smith brother, little Hazza. How are we, Harry?
Good, thanks.
Do you want to say hello? You having a good day?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, it's so polite. I remember being 7.
So what's your view, Kieran, on how it's gone then the last... I mean, you've done seniors, you've done 17s, we've got 15s and 13s now. It's a new concept, I think, for Action Indoors.
Yeah,
gone well?
I think so. It came about because we were playing a lot of games that weren't particularly competitive. There's a lot of games going on where 150 plays 30.
Yeah. There's no worth in that particularly.
Yeah, and I'm not necessarily sure it makes anyone any better. That's a gorgeous shot from Ollie. Just onto the back foot, straight back, beautiful. I'm not sure we got a lot of value out of those games, and they weren't really events either. They were just people turning up, playing.
Going through the motions,
no run there, well fielded. So it came about on the idea that we obviously don't want to just promote the best players playing. We need to make sure the player pool grows in general. So
cast the net a little bit.
Yeah, we've got a participation competition, which would be the National League.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, we then wanted a competition where we sort of embrace competitiveness a bit. We don't tend to do it in England, do we? We're not. We're a bit hesitant about being competitive.
Yeah.
And in fact, you don't need to necessarily take away competitiveness, and still have that respect for your opposition and the other stuff with it.
Yeah, I have to say, Kieran, here that it seems to run through every age group. Yeah. And that respect thing is so important.
Yeah.
And you can see all the kids here want to win. They want to win desperately, and I think.
And that's not a dirty thing, is it? Like,
no,
we should
absolutely
let kids
not.
Be like that.
No.
I think it's a massively important thing in sport and in life.
Yeah.
And I think playing against your friends and people being split up from their normal teammates is really good.
Gives you something extra, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Something a bit different,
Yeah, you look here, there's the guys from Shipley, Duffield, Howsat, Wildcats.
Long Eaton, don't forget.
Of course, Long Eaton, what a fabulous club that is. Anyone looking to play
Thank you.
outside.
Is that Kieran's club by any chance?
And Scots.
And Scots as well.
Yeah, there's quite a few here from Long Eaton.
My first memory of Spencer Hill like this is I was doing an under-11 session. I very rarely coached that young at this point, and I was doing a bit of batting, and I threw a few balls at Spencer and just crashed it away. And then I threw one that was a bit wider, and for whatever reason he just switched his hands around and whacked it. And I went, where have you got that from? And I think he played hockey at the time, and he was saying, it's how you hit. Maybe he just played a lesson or something at hockey. He was saying that's how you hit the ball that way in hockey. So my first ever session with Spencer, I went through sweeps, fine sweeps, square sweeps, slog sweeps, reverse sweeps, and switches.
Wow,
which
really?
was a kind of a weird first one-to-one to have. But we've had a few years now. He made me laugh last year as well in the game where he dived. Do you remember at Sawley when he dived in after doing diving in indoor? We'd done a day training session at indoor. Taught him how to dive, and then he dived and there was no need. It was
ended up covered in mud.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, his mother was really impressed with
that.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
In white. I've had a comment earlier that they would like to see club cricket played in colours. What do you reckon?
Yeah. I don't think I'd be against that, to be quite honest.
I'd quite like a competition where they do it. Maybe not necessarily all the time.
I'm at Prestwich Cricket Club. We play in the Greater Manchester Cricket League.
Yeah.
They have a 2020 competition that's coloured clothing.
Yeah,
Looks
I'd
great.
like that.
Friday night, bars open, kids run free.
Yeah.
It's a really popular competition, actually.
That's big outdoors, but
that's a good ball. That's a good ball from George. They're trying to tempt Ollie into it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the field wasn't right.
Court 2 there.
Yeah, definitely a lot of noise on court 2. The Vipers are really loud today, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, aren't they? Yeah.
Someone's put something in their coffee.
Yeah.
And that's without Niall being on the pitch.
Yeah. Yeah, Niall will be right in it.
I would give a shout out to my wife, but she'd probably be rude back.
Spencer's mum.
Oh, is that her name?
Yeah, that is her name. That's her name on my phone. So
What's next then, Kieran? We've done National League, we've done Super League. Obviously, you're building up to World Cup, I think, aren't you, next year?
Yeah, so there's a World Cup in October 2021 for the juniors. There's 3 age groups: 13 and under, 15 under, 17 and under, and bold again. I do want to touch at some point, Scott, on when has George switched to spin, by the way. Don't let me forget that. I'd like to switch at some point to when George switched to spin. I don't know if you've... We'll get to it, but... Yeah, so there's 3 age groups. It's in October 2021, and I think we're going to try and pick the squads roughly around January time to give you sort of 8-9 months. Good, powerful drive.
To do some saving up.
Yeah. It's not a funded sport, so unfortunately it requires a bit of saving. But there's fundraising options, and I know a lot of people who didn't pay a penny of their own money to go to the last one. They went out and did events and did some stuff to save the money. So
and that'll just help increase the sense of community around the game.
Hopefully, yeah. The interesting bit for me is, and it's a real debate to have, is when to narrow the squad down. Okay. Because I can almost create 12. I could pick 12 players now. Yeah. And by the time we go, they would be the best 12 players because I'd train them for however long. Yeah. Gershan just coming on to bowl. Needs to run fast here, Ollie.
That's really good running from Ollie. And Ollie.
He's got his skates on there, doesn't he? So there's an issue. If you train 12 players, they are going to end up being the best 12 players.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So I've got to sort of work out how long it is before we really narrow down.
Yeah.
Well bowled. That's gorgeously bowled.
That's Drew over there just bowled an absolute peach, took out the middle stump.
Yeah.
The Vipers.
Do you reckon anyone can tell me? I'm going to ask Jimmy first. Why is Gershan bowling from the men's line?
I told him in the first game, and nothing's happened. Yeah.
I think he's worried about no balls because he bowled a lot last week. Yeah. So my only explanation would be maybe he just doesn't want to bowl no balls.
I think that slight change in the no ball rule as well perhaps preys on people's minds a little bit.
Yeah. Because he's landing a long way back.
He is, yeah.
That extra stride is an extra yard.
Absolutely,
exactly, yeah. He's not slow though, is he?
No. I'm not sure his background in terms of indoor cricket, but he's
very new.
He's kind of grown into it really over the past
very
2 weekends.
Very new.
Nice to see.
I'd say the running between the 2 Ollies has been absolutely
fantastic.
Brilliant.
Yeah, they've got good understanding, haven't they?
Really good understanding. Great pair.
There's those the bits of communication and stuff. You could be a really good batsman and get out a lot because your communication's poor. Yeah. So it really challenges you as an all-round person, doesn't it?
Is it Ollie's from Corndon? Ollie's.
I think they're both Corndon, aren't they? Are they both? Yeah.
Warriors a little bit flat here, I think, Jimmy.
Yeah.
First game, they were really loud and really intense. Not quite at it, I don't think, as much as they were in the first game.
Go on then. Go and have a word.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Thank you, Jimmy.
See you, Jim.
So, Scott, do you remember...
Don't fall over, Jimmy.
Yeah, God, I can't take that now at this point. Especially with Anish out of the country.
Health and safety, lad. Health and safety.
Just so going back to it, did you notice when George changed his spin? Because I asked him last week and he said it's his decision because he feels that he gets more wickets with it. So, views.
Yeah, I think George is a really talented kid at every sport he plays, and with indoor cricket, he's got the ability to bowl at a pace or spin. Yeah. And I think sometimes because he's so relaxed, if he feels like he wants to bowl spin, he just does it.
He'll just do it. Yeah.
George is a lovely kid.
That's a really strong batting pair. Yeah, 38 on the board.
Really well played.
Really sets the game up, doesn't it? To go on. Another wicket goes down on
Vipers bowling well.
Yeah, they are.
So it's Lions 82 after 3 skins.
Yeah.
Lots of elbow shakes going on the other court as well.
So you got Freddie.
They shouldn't be here if they've got coronavirus. So if they're symptomatic, they shouldn't be here. Sorry.
We've got Jake Green and Freddie Clark in now.
Yeah, how did they get on in the first game?
Jake was a big hitter as always, did really well. Where they failed a little bit was the running between the wickets, not being quick enough.
I find this consistently in young players. They don't call well and don't sort of know when to run.
Yeah, I think the calling and the backing up at the non-strikers end in particular is a huge area that they need to improve.
I've got a question here. So obviously all lads have been through. It's powerful into
That's
the corner.
a great strike.
Yeah. So I at university wrote. Spencer walks past. Scott's son walks past. That's how we're going to describe everybody now. So I wrote an essay about a games-based approach to coaching. So trying to get people away from doing just drills all the time.
Yeah.
Do you think young players do spend a bit too much time doing practice and training and not enough time just playing games?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Where do you sit on this?
For me, I think in every sport, it's a mixture.
Yeah.
Game time and short, sharp drills.
Yeah.
Because they have got a very low attention span, as we know. So it's good when you mix it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just not sure cricket gets it quite right with as many with enough games because with summer being wet and short, I'm not sure how many county games or how many games available are there. I'm not sure it's that many.
I think county season as well. Certainly Lancashire seems to start quite late, so they only play through kind of June, July and a little bit of August.
Yeah, so we're doing an inter-competition between Derbyshire and then we'll have, I think, 3 or 4 county games.
Yeah.
Which is...
I think what we've tried to do kind of up north, as Mr. Sutton has said, is to just try and get that, try and get the balance right between doing the kind of the technical stuff in the nets and then putting those skills to work and maybe under a little bit of pressure in game-based situations like this.
Yeah, well, Ben, who's the Australian coach.
Good afternoon, Mr. Wilson.
Enjoyed the last one, I'm told. Ben, Ben, the Australian coach, Ben Hutchinson, who's been working with Spencer at Chellaston.
Yes.
He's been telling me a few times that he'd like to see the players in more games because you see a few different things about them.
Yeah.
I do think it's a big part. I'd like to see them play any form really of indoor, but
absolutely,
particularly this one.
When you talk about coaches, so Ben's had the boys now for 4 or 5 weeks. And I have to say his positivity and his coaching.
His energy's amazing, isn't it?
Good.
It makes me feel guilty because I'm quite chilled as a coach. It makes me feel
we need a balance.
Kieran, you chilled.
Yeah. Oh, he's gone big. Missed it. Jake trying to monster one to the back.
The big greener going for the 7 as always.
He doesn't die wondering, does he, Jake?
No, doesn't hold back at all.
No. It makes me chuckle how hard he hits his down and ups as well. So Craig would say that your down and ups need to be hit so that they hang in the air.
Yeah, okay.
Rather than rocket back down.
Yeah.
And Jake just crashes them up there. No worries at all.
Down and up's quite hard for 13s, Kieran.
Yeah, I'd
reckon. Not as much strength or pace on the ball, or.
I reckon there's probably a handful that can do down and ups on a regular basis off the front foot.
Yeah.
The back foot's a slightly different thing. Most of them can pull the ball and get it down
pull and cut, yeah.
But they're not good at doing that quickly. If one of them ran in and bowled a bumper, I don't think they get it down and up.
No.
That's all right.
Massive score here that the Lions have scored so far.
They are building their best score.
Is that right? High score so far, yeah.
They've been in the 80s, 70s and 80s last weekend.
Right.
And then this morning they got held back to about 60, I believe.
Yeah.
Against a great Vipers bowling performance.
And it is the same team essentially, isn't it? There's not many changes happen. There's one change in this game, I think, from earlier.
1 or 2 every game.
So it just goes to show you how inconsistent kids can be.
Yeah.
So Sam in again. Good dot.
Yeah, he struggled a bit with the ball last week, Sam.
Right.
Particularly with control. A few too many wides. As you know, Kieran, he's done nothing else but think about his bowling performance all week. Bowled steadily in the first game.
Yeah.
And I think he's
a steady bowler, isn't
he?
Yeah,
he is. He's steady. He has got some variations which he's chosen not to bowl.
Yeah.
I think all he's trying to do is bowl straight, actually.
Yeah, the Australians just bowl straight.
Yeah.
They don't bowl much. They do bowl cutters and stuff, but they don't really bowl much different.
That's a really clever play. I
think that's a You've nailed that, yeah. It's
Use
really
his feet
clever.
there as well, hasn't he?
Use his feet, cut down the distance he
Yeah,
could run,
yeah.
And just got it into a gap. didn't
Yeah.
he? So yeah, big score coming up. Not unchaseable, but you're gonna have to play well to chase 105.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Well, I'd like to see Jake move across the crease a little bit more there.
Yeah, yeah. Back and across.
I think Kieran's waiting for me to give him some lock, stock, smoking barrels analogy come up.
Live up to the stereotype.
Absolutely. That's mean machine.
You're going up the apples and pears, are you, later? Yeah.
Don't you start though, I'll start doing it. I'm one of those people, if I go to Ireland within 3 days, I'm Irish. I don't know what I'd do if you two both started going at the same time. I wouldn't with my normal accent,
someone said earlier, that was cheap, and I went, what, like a budgie? And it's like, pack it in, don't start.
Well, bold.
He's ball decent again there.
Sam's interesting, isn't he? Because he's when I watch him as a coach, he's stronger skill often is in the fielding.
Yes, absolutely,
yeah.
Yeah,
kids players to be first and foremost a good fielder.
Yeah.
And then usually they come into the game
as a batsman or a bowler.
They come into the game as a batter or a bowler
and grow into the fielding,
and then have to learn the fielding. Sam was good at the fielding to start with, and has had to learn the batting and bowling.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I mean, adapting.
This should be interesting. Arthur against Jake. Oh, that's a great ball from Arthur.
That is a good ball.
I think Sam's stupid enough to want to field at point as well.
Yeah, that is.
Which either makes him brave or daft, I think.
As somebody who has recently graduated from fielding on the front court to the back, I agree now. I now get to field at the back. Yeah, I think this is interesting. Arthur tempted Jake there with the first one. And he tempts him again.
Well fielded.
Got away with that.
And I think maybe that's the difference in this game for the Warriors team. In the first game, everything hit the stumps.
Yeah.
You know, and they just don't appear to have had that kind of luck, I suppose, this time.
Yeah. Powerful shot again. Chance for Oscar. And again a miss. Yeah, it's an interesting one. I actually don't teach them to throw at the stumps very often. We throw to people.
Yeah, into the letterbox.
Here comes one of my favourite lines, Charlie Murphy.
I've got an affinity for the Murphins today, you know.
Always close.
How do I do this one then? Matt's son and Charlie's dad. That doesn't make any sense, does it?
No.
Got to stop overthinking these things.
I am your accent today, I must admit.
You ought to speak to Sam Harris. Yeah, Arthur's bowled a good over here, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has, yeah.
Creates a third ball chance. It wouldn't surprise me if this is a back of the hand slow ball because
last ball.
Yeah, I'd take a 1 here. I'd get in line and take a 1.
Just to get to 112.
No -5. There you go, seam up.
Yeah, well bowled.
Well done, boys.
I think I'd have appealed for that. Did he play a shot?
Yeah, no, he didn't.
Think
112,
good score.
Yeah. Fantastic effort, that, isn't it?
Yeah, they'll be happy.
Big chase for the Warriors. I think again, something else that we've kind of worked out over a little bit of watching the game is not to worry about the skins so much and just let the score take care of itself. Scoreboard pressure is an amazing thing, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
And actually all they need to do is bat.
Yeah, so in the World Cup we found that scores second innings were a lot lower than first innings, irrespective of who played each other. So Australia batting first against South Africa. South Africa would get a lower score if they batted second. Yeah. And I think pressure really does come into it, especially in the younger age groups. They just don't seem to be able to go about a chase in the same way.
No, structuring it
as they would just bat in the first innings.
Yeah.
Who are the bowlers to watch out for here?
Rian and Hasnan are really cracking little spinners. Last weekend they were almost unplayable.
Really?
They really did bowl well. But again, it's a very strong bowling team. If they get their eye in, really good.
Has that been where the strengths lay through the competition then, the bowling more so than the batting?
I think they've been fairly consistent, apart from the first game today. They've been really good.
Yeah. Was that against the Vipers, first game?
Yeah, nothing stuck. Just didn't actually do their normal
Just didn't
thing.
happen. Yeah.
Jake's going to open the bowling, which is good. Spencer's screaming at us as always, trying to get the field sorted.
Yeah. He made me chuckle earlier. I was trying to get him to move one of the fielders. Well bowled, Arthur. Yep, quite correct.
Oscar Edwards facing the first couple of balls. Spencer being his ear chirping away his mate.
Yeah, Oscar and Harshan.
Yeah, Oscar's in his 3rd year, I think, of county cricket.
Really?
Yeah, at 10.
At 10, wow, okay.
His dad showed me a video of him facing a bowling machine the other day at 76 miles an hour or
Very
something.
good, yeah. Is that for
what?
Derbyshire or Staffs?
Staffs.
Staffs, yeah.
Staffs. Until he's 15. That's a joke, sorry. Then we'll have him.
Is that called poaching, Kieran?
I don't do it. It's nicely tucked off his hip.
And well run.
Yeah. This should be a really strong batting pair here. Harshaw is a fantastic player. He's another one who plays about 5 games a Saturday, doesn't he? He's always at those.
Was fantastic in the first game, actually. Batted beautifully.
Yeah, if he hits his eye, and he's very dangerous as Harshaw.
Really? Yeah.
And Oscar's very, very technical, lovely batter. Again, really nice kid.
Yeah, he is an outstanding player at this age. There's a lot of them though. There's 40 players involved, and I think there's a good argument that they're all good cricketers. They've all got strengths and weaknesses, but
it's good standard.
Yeah. It's well ball from Jake. Interesting, he's gone round the wicket. I'm not overly sure if I was swinging it away, I'd want to go round the wicket to start with. But
I think it's an instruction from his mum. She's taken up. She's getting her coaching skills.
To be fair, his mum is the cricket brain, isn't she? As
opposed
to
Yeah.
No offence, James, but
No, I don't think anyone have a go at James. It's like be like kicking a puppy.
Oh.
Steady start there then for the Warriors.
Yeah. 6 is a good score for first.
I think the key will be to keep the number of outs down to a minimum as long as they can. Get as close as they can.
Again,
maybe see where they are with 4 overs to go.
Here's another teammate from the Stuart Woods Wildcats. So you've got Connor bowling against Oscar. This should be a little bit of spite in this one.
Yeah, county teammates, aren't they?
Ooh, there we go.
Did he slip there? Because he can't mancad him from that far away. It's one of my favourite things about this age group. You can't mancad someone from there.
From half a mile away.
No. It's well bowled. It's swung a little bit.
So quite a few lads, Kieran, here who don't live in areas with tension nets. How do you think they're adapting to it?
I think the batting wise, they're getting there with knowing when to run.
Yeah.
It's actually knowing when to say no.
More
than it's knowing when to say yes.
Yeah.
And then fielding, I think the ones that are fielding have been to a bit of training, have come along and done some of that. And particularly the front court fielders that seem to be performing a little bit better. The line fielders are still getting a little bit caught out with how tense the nets are.
Okay,
That's
and not walking in and things like that.
Yeah, that's not unusual given line fielders in bowled again.
And that's just kind of game awareness stuff, really, isn't it? That comes the more you play.
Yeah. But just judging the nets, these are very difficult nets to judge because they're so springy.
Okay.
They're actually more springy than anywhere else I've ever seen.
Really?
New Zealand wasn't this springy. Shot, and I think it makes the game more interesting. With the more sprung they are, but it makes fielding harder. So I think they are adapting well, especially the ones that have done a bit of training.
That's a good ball from Connor there to finish it over.
Yeah, he's bowled well there.
He has.
He's gone for 6, which seems harsh given. He's beat the bat twice, hasn't he?
He has. He's bowled really well, but to be fair, he's playing against 2 really good batsmen. Oscar and Harshaw, really good.
Yeah, he had that swinging nicely, didn't he, as well?
That's that new ball you were talking about this morning, Kieran.
Yeah, we need to get a
tell us
producer
about
for
that. That was really interesting.
Are you winding me up here, or?
No, I'm not being sarcastic. Would I ever?
So this is the first time that they'll have used a new ball, or this tournament is the first time that they'll have used a new ball, and personally, I think this game is miles better with a new ball.
With a new ball,
it swings, which means it's harder to bat.
It adds another layer of complexity to it.
It's something you have to be able to control. That's well bowled. As a bowler.
That's a great ball there for
again. Alfie's here again. And what I think it does is it takes away the ability to bully the back.
Okay.
Scott will tell you if you watch under 14s more so than under 12s, but there are lots of players who will sit on the back foot. And just
soft the ball, won't do as much.
Just sit and wait for it and then just bully it back. And I think there's a decent argument that if you watch indoor cricket and said, this isn't good for people's outdoor game, that's possibly true in that respect. In that context, it's probably not great for you. But when you play with a new ball, there's so many more options for what a bowler can do. For instance, like none of these have thought to do it, but I bet you they can bowl a bumper. Ollie could
it's
get
a harder
the ball.
Could
get the ball up into the ribs.
They
just won't think of it because it's like not something they're used to being able to do. But if he really wanted to,
really good ball in this.
It is a great.
Oscar's shown out what a class batsman he is by using his brain, not taking it on, just picking the twos.
He absorbs Docks, doesn't he? He doesn't get under pressure. He just goes, no, it's fine, and then goes like that. Gets
He's
up to the
a
end.
very, very intelligent kid. Plays it so sensibly.
Yeah, I don't. This could be a huge call because someone will send me a link to him getting a bad score, but I don't remember him ever getting -20 or usually when they
you
start,
may well have just cursed him, of course.
No, I really don't think I have. Usually when they start, they get a big low score to start with.
Yeah.
No, do you know what? I've not seen Oscar ever score anything like that at all. I think he's so consistent, and he can always up it as well, and he never feels the pressure.
Yeah.
He seems to be so relaxed.
Just churns runs out.
Yeah.
Classy
I'm
batsman.
looking forward to seeing him in county cricket this year, so we'll see him at Derbyshire Staffs.
Yeah, it'd be nice when Derbyshire gives Staffs a good smack in his head.
As Derbyshire coach for 11s this year, I hope that goes through. So Freddie into bowl. Freddie's a Derbyshire player. He bowls a big in swing as well, and Oscar calls through for the one. Another one who can dive as well. I don't know if you've noticed, Oscar can pull out a dive, can't he?
Oscar loves a dive, hence why he's got the under skin on, so he's got no skin left on his shoulder.
Yeah. Do you know how hard it is to get the older ones to dive?
Incredibly hard, I would
younger
imagine.
Ones will do it. The older ones just will not do it. Even the men's team refuse.
Really?
Zach. Another lion for Zach. Yeah. I'm surprised you've not got a little toy lion with you all. I thought there'd be a little bit of a mix-up, but they get back.
I've got my British Sugar logo on the front of the shirts and the back of the lines, the older Kieran, so I'm quite relaxed.
Yeah, we are very thankful for that, by the way.
So a good steady start, this, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
3 balls left. Maybe try and win the skin.
I would be going for the skin.
Yeah.
There's going to be a chance. Needs to get in.
Made it. He's giving him.
He's given.
That's great.
So, yeah, well fielded.
And that actually comes from Kieran's instructions to Spencer to get the ball back to stumps.
Yeah, as quick as you can.
It's why the keepers keep with one glove, is they have to be able to throw. Interestingly, Paul Nixon came to do the keeping coaching session, and we were a little worried when it was right, here are our keepers, they only wear one glove.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of hesitancy, and he was all for it. It's a
I
smaller
would think he'd be quite
area.
open-minded, though. He's kind of well known for his different views on the game, isn't he?
Yeah. Opportunity to re-bowl. Another wicket for the Hurricanes. Yeah, he was all for it. He said it's smaller target area, improves the ability to keep. Am I right in saying Spencer won't be trialling as a keeper? Is Spencer trying as a keeper for, not trialling, but is he at Derbyshire as a keeper, or is he genuine, just do whatever he feels like on the day?
He feels like on the day. He has been playing wicky, but obviously his batting's his main strength.
Not out, good with the dive. Batting I would think would be his first skill, and then after that he can bowl, can't he? So
I think today 0 for -2, I think.
Yeah, useful.
0 for 2.
Yeah, 0 for -2.
It's impressive that it's
that's useful. What about outdoor for Sam? Where does his strength lie at this point?
Sam, more of a bowler than a batsman outdoors.
Right.
He'll be playing under 13s this season, under 14s, maybe a little bit of under 15s. Isn't in the county setup, as Eddie isn't.
That's a good skin for Lions.
But plays district standard as well. So I think one of the good things about this, about Tension Net, has been it's giving boys like Sam and Eddie who aren't in the system particularly, as it were, a bit more of an opportunity against some good county players.
Yeah, definitely. And here they are in for a pair. Are they ever going to bat not together?
I don't know.
Every time
we'll leave that up to the coach.
Right, we've now got a battle on the pitch, as in the commentary box.
Yeah, the commentator's son is bowling against the commentator's son. Fantastic.
I'll do this bit, fellas. You two relax.
Yeah.
So Spencer in. It's a good line of length to start with. He's on the money.
I mean, these two have batted well so far. They've batted together 3 times. They've got 20 plus every time. They've won the skin.
I was really impressed last week because they haven't played for a while.
That's right.
They came in last week and were really good. So, and again, another ball on the money.
Yeah.
So Sam's gonna have to deal with a third ball here.
I think possibly one of the things that Sam needs to work on, he needs to be a little bit better at manipulating the ball.
Yeah.
Little bit hard hands at times.
Okay. Chance.
But there you go. That's great work.
Oh, he needs to run his
Needs
batting.
to run his batting, yeah.
That was closer than it needed to be. One off the first three is a good start.
He'll be looking for the wicket now.
Yeah.
Eddie again last season was, I think he was a top run scorer in the under-11s Great Manchester Cricket League. Was maybe out only once all season in pairs cricket. Has improved tremendously over the past 12-18 months.
Yeah.
And again, this just provides a really good platform
For him to
for
go
both
on and
of them
play.
to just keep progressing
Against county players.
against county players. Yeah.
Every ball so far.
And
on
this
the
has been
money
a super over from Sutton Junior.
Thank you very much.
From Scott's son. He's just getting a warning there. He bounced off the net to gain momentum. So you actually aren't allowed to use the net to gain momentum.
I'd never believe my son would do anything to take an advantage anyway, Kieran.
I'll be honest with you, I think he just thought there's a net, I'm going to bounce off it, and then ran in and bowled. I don't think it was like, I'm going to do this to get more momentum. He's only gone for 3, so good over.
I think he gets away with it at Willows, so he thinks he can get away with it here.
Oh, is that right? Does he do it at Willows?
All the time.
You know more than me. Who's coming on here then? Oh, here we go. So yeah.
One of the spinners you were talking about.
One of my spinners.
This little Rian, I'll tell you what, he was awesome last week. I really hope for his confidence he bowls like it now, because he moves the ball unbelievable.
I'm going to get in line here so I can see. It's a leggy.
Yeah, well bowled.
He's another one who will be in our under-11s games in the sub-county system. Is it sub-county? I don't know exactly what it's called. Intra-county, sorry, not
Intra-county, okay.
Yeah.
So you've gone regional, have you now? North, south, east, west?
No, it's a complicated system.
Okay.
It's not complicated. It's easy enough to explain. Well bowled again. Really nicely played.
Lancashire have gone north, south, east, west at under 15s.
Yeah.
But there's still 20 plus districts playing at 13s and 11s.
So we've gone with we've split the players up into what are aiming to be 5 equal centres.
Yeah.
But they're not necessarily geographically. That's well bowled.
Oh, and they made it as well. And it didn't quite.
Do you reckon he picked that? I'm not sure he picked that.
No, I don't.
Googly.
No.
It's just spun away.
It was his other one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So secret playing spinning here. There's a bit more bounce. There's a bit more turn.
Back foot for me.
Yeah.
If you can go back, go back.
So go back, go deep in your crease.
Yes, I wouldn't necessarily start deep, but I'd go back. And I look to pull. I look to cut.
Yeah.
This is a cracking over. This is. He's blanked you. He's gone. But I think very rarely would I be looking to go forward unless they give me loads of flight and the chance to catch it on
and
the
you
full.
can track it and get down to it. Yeah.
So I don't know if you know if you read KP's book or you read about Indian coaches. Indian coaches talk about playing spin, and I usually listen to like Indian coaches playing spin. They're usually pretty good at it. Not to stereotype, but they are. And Dravid speaks about either getting the ball before it spins or getting it after it spins.
Okay.
So just like
Shot
that, he's let
it
spin, got back in his crease.
Yeah.
And to be fair, that's the first length that he's been able to do that for.
Yes.
Hasn't he? Oh, we're joined by Niall. Quick
word
with
Here
Niall.
comes Niall,
Jumping forward.
one of my favourite Vipers and the loudest one. You're not off on this game, Niall?
No,
Man of
Any
many
commentary
words.
on the game?
not really, no.
For once, Niall is lost for words. That's a first.
And this is the other young spinner you mentioned earlier on, I think.
Now, yeah.
Similar bowler.
Another is a mystery. Oh, there's another one out of the. I don't think he had the ball. So bowls a lot of variations.
Okay.
That's an off spinner.
Yeah.
I've seen him bowl one that spins to leg.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
In the other direction, so spins from leg to off. And I've also seen him bowl a seam up delivery. So yeah, lots of variation.
Licorice all sorts.
Yeah, and I think that's really useful for indoor as well.
Yeah. Agreed.
You don't get to play many really top class spinners. Well played. Just going back to it to let it spin.
So third ball again here now.
Yeah, but like we said, if we absorb those third balls and
Yeah.
score around it, it's not a problem. They have bowled well though, the Lions.
They have bowled well, yeah.
30's this.
Oh, he's done
It's
him.
going to be out.
Yeah.
Mancad.
Yeah.
No, run out.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did it. He actually left before he started.
He
his,
had, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. A Mancad is where you go.
I wasn't
all the way
watching,
round.
Kieran, to be honest. I was
That's
looking at the
all
football
right,
score. Liverpool beating Bournemouth.
Oh, are they?
2-1.
Deary
Get
me.
your Motti impression now. Are we going to get the football? get the football impression.
You don't want my impressions, Kieran.
So I think it's important again just to regroup a little bit here.
Yeah.
It's been hard work against these two quality spinners.
Yeah, definitely. He just left a little early there, didn't he?
Yeah,
That
he
was
did,
what it
yeah.
was. Take the wide. I think the confidence from batting will help with the bowling here as well.
Yeah.
You can see it. Their faces have changed completely. They've got smiles on their faces again.
Yeah.
And their dad was really worried about them.
Really?
Just so pleased to see it come out. So such a strength of character together with that ability, which will take him far.
He's knocked the bails off at the non-strikers end there as he's come in.
It's a no ball now, isn't it, in outdoor cricket?
I think you're right, yeah.
Different rules for indoor boys. Okay.
Yeah. I think one of the things with outdoor being so far away, that as a parent, it must be. I was umpire, so I'm always right in the middle of it. But as a parent, I imagine sometimes you must be sat there going, "What is actually going on here?"
It can be a touch confusing sometimes.
Chance out.
Yeah, he's done him here.
Well done, boys.
Is that Ollie Woodward, isn't it? Front court fielding. Just got it on his left hand, and I think he's palmed it back.
Yeah, it's well fielded. Yeah.
Such a hard game when you've not done a lot wrong there.
No, I don't think so.
Still get one out. It's how it goes out.
That's
The
tricky,
Lions
innit?
are happy now.
Yeah.
Lions are doing okay, thanks. Yeah.
Thanks, Cara.
So I think
Janie Redknapp maybe when the Tottenham are playing is
important just to get what they can out of this. Really, now I think.
Yeah, and they've gone with another spinner now as well.
Right. Yeah.
See how that goes.
Ollie Woodward.
Trial by spin.
Yeah, and this is the thing. You face so much spin indoors. I'm not sure you face this much outdoor, do you?
No, absolutely not. No.
Well played.
Well played, Sam.
So that time he's gone back. He's let it bounce and spin. And I tell you something. There's a cracking game going on the court, isn't there?
Yeah.
So many wickets.
Yeah.
The Vipers.
So 38 for the Hurricanes, plays 2 for the Vipers at present.
Yeah, and we're into the second pair. Ollie in again. Fielded. Jake must be a pretty intimidating figure for batsmen. I'm just looking at the screen, and I know Eddie's slightly further away. So
yeah.
But Jake is a big presence in that front court, isn't he? Yeah. That's going to be a wide.
Yeah.
Geno gets that one spot on.
That's the other thing, Kieran. I think we talked about earlier from the parents. The stand of the umpiring has been brilliant.
Yeah,
for
fantastic.
The first 2 weekends.
Yeah.
Been superb.
Not always shot. It's not always something we get right at indoor.
Well, it's a really long day for him as well, isn't it? Is it 6 games that they end up umpiring?
Yeah.
All done in the right spirit, I think.
Yep. Yeah.
A bit of humour in there, I think, sometimes as well.
Yes, it certainly is. I think both ways, from the court and from the stand.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I must admit, I was really pleased with Mosley last week. Obviously, I did all the games on this court, and he took it very seriously.
He did. He was fantastic last week. Actually,
was that the DJ that was umpiring?
Yeah.
Standing up that whole game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
I tell you something, you missed out on one of the New Zealand umpires who he would like finish his he'd finish it over by going, and no one else can see this. It's just for you two, but he'd go.
Yeah.
That's great for
few
radio,
moves.
Kieran.
Few
Well
moves.
done for that impression of what you were doing there.
Everyone who was there would know exactly what I mean.
Fantastic dive there from
Just to
Sam.
make you two laugh. Yeah, I do love a dive. So 9 from Ollie.
9
Eddie
from that.
struggled a little bit there, -4 on the scoreboard, but still.
First 2 skins for the Lions.
Yeah, 31. Still in the game. The issue is obviously now they need to hit the back a little bit more.
Yeah.
But
And who are these 2 batsmen, Kieran? I don't know these guys.
Who've we got? We got Gershan, have we?
yeah, Gershan is on the
And
strikers end, and Tombler
Tombler, yeah.
Staffordshire and Derbyshire represented for the Warriors here. Could be another wicket. Oh no, on the other court. I'm trying to commentate on 2 games now. Spencer in. Who's this bowler? Scott.
Nice shot there from Gershan.
Yeah, Gershan's there. He's very new. He doesn't really hit down and up yet. It's quite flat very regularly, but he does hit the ball quite cleanly. Spencer in again. Yeah, nicely bowled.
Well bowled, young Sutton.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to be too biased. So I'll keep quiet.
It's allowed.
Yeah. Like we said,
Anyone that knows me knows that's really hard. My boys.
You've admitted your bias, so it's fine. It's not bias anyway. That's his first wide of today's game.
Yes, it is. Yep.
He doesn't want many, does he? I would say he's not usually one for all and wides. He's changed to around the wicket. It's gone a bit short. He's going to create a chance. Not out.
He's got his long-eating colleagues from the under-15s behind watching with his brother and Tom Della and Ethan and that.
Having a word or...
So how far and wide have you got people coming from then for these Super League competitions?
So there's players who are based out of Essex.
Really, as far as that, yeah?
Yeah, Buckinghamshire, Middlesex, sort of North London and... to be honest, I don't know the London area that great. Yeah,
it's probably best that.
Yeah. From North London. The only bit I know was like Shoreditch.
Okay.
From going out drinking, so that's the only bit of London I actually know. Liverpool Street round to Shoreditch.
And then I think earlier on you were saying that National League potentially in September. You've got some new interest.
Anish is currently in New Zealand, but he's not allowed to not be at work, so he's got to work out how we're going to fit all the teams that are interested in playing.
Yeah.
There's a decent argument for about 20 teams at under 13.
Right.
So we might have to have 2 leagues, have like an A and a B league.
Yeah.
The other option would be to have Big Shot. Would be to have a series of cup competitions.
Okay.
Which is one option.
Leading into a finals day or something like that.
Yeah,
possibly.
Or we haven't really discussed it too much. What's going on here?
And then I sense over the past 12-18 months it's gathering momentum again as a sport.
Definitely, yeah. It's not something that another good strong shot.
Super shot that.
Yeah, before sort of 2018 we didn't really do much indoor for juniors.
Yeah.
As Eddie nearly won the Seth out, which was a nice flick. And then it sort of grew because we got invited to play Good Yorker. We got invited to play in the World Cup and obviously tried to take it seriously building up to it. Since then it's just really started to take off. This is the first year we're trying to run a girls under 17 league as well.
Brilliant.
Chance at the top,
Missed
not out. Just what I'd like to see if the fielders on the line.
Yeah.
Go into the next court.
Yeah. Walk into the next court.
Yeah, they're both back.
They're both very deep, aren't they? Yeah.
Perhaps for Gershon that makes sense because
maybe tries to get his hands through it like that.
Yeah, exactly like that. So perhaps for Gershon it's a good move, but
not for Tom.
Maybe not so much for Tom.
Here comes your son.
Yeah.
Getting a bit hot and sweaty.
Well played, mate.
He's absolutely blanked you.
Looking a bit cross with himself, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's very passionate, isn't he?
He's a bit intense.
Talking about,
but in a good way.
Yeah, we were talking about Sacha on the previous game that he's a very intense character.
Yeah.
And kids don't always know how to deal with how they're feeling about a game.
Just wants to do well. Desperate to do well.
It is. It's competitiveness, isn't it? It just needs to be moulded as opposed to
that's right.
streaking out of him.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the first year we're looking to run an under 17 girls tournament.
You had much interest in that?
I'll help organise it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that whoever runs the girls team will be able to run on the day.
Anything from up north, do you know?
I'm going to try. I'm going to try and get. There's a little bit of discussion as to whether the RDCs will enter because there's regional development centres.
You've had a few of them here, haven't you, over the last month or so?
All of them came and played. They play every year, once a year.
Fantastic.
Oh, it's a lovely ball again.
Yeah, he's just not given any room to swing his arms to the ball.
No, it's fantastic. Really clever.
Yeah. So that RDC tournament, there's discussion of them. They're under 19s at the minute.
Okay.
That's the tournament that gets played.
Yeah.
Bobbled again.
It was hugely popular in Lancashire.
Yeah, the Lancashire under team came.
The girls came and had a fantastic day. So.
And because
sowing the seed with them, hopefully.
Yeah, so many of those players are below 17 that they can play as well as in under 17. So there's a bit of chat about trying to put that. Tom just moved across the crease here.
That's another good ball there from Hasnan.
Yeah, they really are. They're nailing the line of length here, aren't they?
They've bowled superbly well, actually, haven't they?
How many bad balls have we had? Not
very
not
few. Spinners have kind of set the standards, really, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. You see that Freddie with a bit of fielding. Is there going to be a chance? No, it's a little wide.
Yeah, they're restricting them to the odd one and the odd two, which is absolutely fantastic. So you can see that score building.
Yeah, we haven't had like 2-2-2.
No,
have we?
No.
And there's a chance.
On that, yeah.
Oh, he'll watch that one back later, won't he? Spencer, don't worry.
Yeah.
He will be up. So he's getting stick from behind the net.
He's sleeping in the shed, isn't he, now for that tonight?
He'll put himself there. I think he's his own biggest critic.
He'll be getting the train home as a self-punishment. Chance.
Made it.
No, he's in, and chance for an extra, but they're not going to run.
These two have done all right, actually.
Yeah, they've brought it back well.
Steady accumulation.
Yeah, and the thing is, you can score quickly at indoor.
Yeah.
But you also can lose your runs.
Yeah. It's a
changes
fine
things.
balance, isn't it?
Yeah. And when you say like they bowled so well at them, it's not like you get an easy opportunity to score.
Go on, Ryan.
So Ryan coming on now.
More mystery spin.
Ryan's mystery spin, his last over.
I think first ball will be a googly. If I was him, I'd bowl a googly first up. No, big leggy.
Big
Brilliant
legger.
ball.
Big leggy.
Turn and bounce.
You can see why kids want to bowl spin when you're watching this. Like,
Yeah.
When does that happen at outdoor?
Never. Never.
Never see it. Comes in again. Good revs. Big shot.
Big shot.
Hits the back and well through.
Well done.
That's so lucky he
Gershan,
did that well. Great shot from the batsman.
yeah, he's just gone back in his crease, hasn't he? Created his room.
That's what we're talking about. Going
Works
back
his
foot.
hands free, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See if Tom can match that. So, a bit fuller this time and a pull shot. Chance.
Made it. Yeah, good.
Okay.
Why do they slow down as they get to this?
It's funny, isn't
the
it? Yeah.
crease?
Yeah.
Yeah, run into that net, it will stop you.
Yeah. Well, unless you're Ollie Green. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
Ollie Green managed to dive through it.
So that was on.
the stream.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam thought that was hilarious
I
and
thought it,
proceeded to show anybody who'd watch it as well.
I thought it was hilarious after I knew he was okay.
Yeah.
There was a moment where I thought, as a sport, we were dead.
Health and safety.
Yeah. As soon as I found out he was okay, I thought it was hilarious. Dave was stood square on and said he's never seen anything like it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
That's
not a common
wild.
occurrence, obviously.
Never seen it before.
Really?
I asked Rick as well. Rick who owns the Willows Centre.
Yeah.
He said he'd never seen anything
Really?
like it. He'd never known anyone fall out of the net.
Fall through a net.
Yeah, sorry, fall through it. Just a freak accident. Luckily, no one was hurt. So he's just struggling there with turning it too much, isn't he? So
Yes,
An
yeah.
added challenge of being a
Yeah.
spinner indoors. You've got to have control of your spin as well as.
It'd be a shame,
Nice to see.
be a shame to lose the skin.
Yeah.
Get a couple more wides. So.
Yeah. It's nice to see Hasnain supporting him though.
Yeah.
A little bit of noise. Chance
These
at
two
the
have
top.
done well.
I think they have because the bowling has not given them
Yeah,
anything
no,
to
absolutely, yeah. One ball left in the skin.
So, are you going for it? 7 to win the skin?
Nah.
Nah. it'd be a nice little dock here and that.
Gershan's going for it.
Yeah,
I'll tell you
yeah,
now.
he is.
Gershan's
Yeah.
going to go for this.
The back net's favourite here, isn't
Yeah.
it?
I love
And
that
they've
they're
changed the field
discussing-
accordingly,
I
actually,
love
haven't
that
they?
they're discussing the field now.
Yeah. Nice to see young kids thinking about the game.
Yeah, it's a big thing for me.
Always gone for it.
Told you he would. There was
Yeah,
no way he
good.
wasn't going to. Now they're going to run him out if he leaves his crease until he
4.
calls it.
Yeah.
That's it. It's another skin for the Lions.
Well, well
In the
batted those two.
But
in the
well battered.
unbiased commentary.
Yeah, thanks,
Come
Karen.
on, the Lions!
So Arthur and George coming into bat.
Arthur batted superbly first game. Actually looks the real deal. Actually,
He's a really strong batter.
Yeah. Nice player.
It's one of the few players who can go down and up off front and back foot.
Really?
Yeah.
This is a tough one for me because obviously George is one of Spencer's oldest friends and they've been friends for such a long time and we always support George. So when they're against each other, it's always really tough. Give me a little thumbs up. Give me a little smile. Cheers, Camo.
That's on it as well. You're on there. So Ollie comes in and it's a lovely down and up two. Gives
More spin, but different spin. Left arm round.
Yeah, I think it just works so much at indoor.
Yeah.
Makes it so difficult to score. You'll see it consistently throughout the day. That's well bowled.
And again, this is another one. So Ollie Woodward is at Derby County with George. So
Yeah.
their teammates, they've come straight from training this morning at some awful place called Moore Farm or something.
At least we've got a training ground.
And they're now playing against each other. So I think George will be looking for the quick five. And if you want to talk about people being fast between the wickets, you watch George Cunningham. He's like lightning.
I've got a genuine question for you here. Let's say, for whatever happens, right, Derby end up offering offering a contract to Spencer. Does he take it? Play for Forest all your
Cricket or
life.
football?
How loyal is
Derby
football?
or Forest?
How loyal? No, not or. All right. Well, that's a great shot.
Well played.
What's your question, Kieran?
Let's say they both offered him one then, but Derby's is worth more money. Is there that much loyalty in football that you'd say he'd take?
Putting you on the spot here, isn't he?
I think, to be honest, Spencer was at Derby with George as well. So we had season tickets at Derby.
Shot, well played.
We've probably got as many friends at Derby as we have at Forest. So
it is banter. And
so for us, as Southerners, there's no Forest Derby hatred.
Yeah.
Who is it you support?
Liverpool.
Sorry, so you're a Southerner, but you support Liverpool?
Absolutely have had.
Is that this season you support Liverpool, or and you did 29 years ago or something, and then there's a big gap in the middle.
Without giving my age away,
big gap in the middle.
Over 40 years, Kieran. And it used to be a 600-mile round trip for home games.
Really?
So
at least you go.
At least I go.
You're a good lad.
Enjoy that, Lucy. Now I can breathe again. Well played, well battered boys. Yep, they did bat very well.
And we've got Sam's mum on there from ages ago as well.
Yeah, sorry.
With Go Warriors and great catch, Sam. Not that she's biased, obviously.
No, they're all biased, and I don't mind it.
These Warriors parents are very biased.
Terrible, aren't we? Terrible.
It's really well fielded in there by Ollie. George just getting it into a gap, but preventing it hitting the net. So, few overs left. Going for the skin. 30 to win the.
I think that's realistic, isn't it? Yeah.
Not a chance.
Shot for a chance.
Oh, missed it.
Something I think George has got to work on. He wants to run every ball.
Does he?
Yeah. He always wants to run.
No isn't an option.
Because he gets away with it. Willows is the way I see it.
Okay.
Because the fielding is not always great, is it? So they run a lot. Spencer's similar, isn't he? He wants to run extras a lot.
That's why when they play together, they're always nicking runs off whoever they can. Whenever they can.
Especially because they do bat together a lot, don't they? They are rapid.
Yeah, since they've started playing indoor about a year ago, they've always batted together. So they like to run fast and hard.
Yeah.
And if people make a mistake, they enjoy that even more. But as that's your frustration, Kieran.
I'm not a big fan.
Don't like it.
I only like it if they 100% get in. If it results in a chance, I'm not interested. I don't want to give up I don't want to give up 5 for 1. To be fair, he has stopped quite a lot when it's not needed.
That's well played by George there.
Yeah, just clips it into the leg. He's getting much stronger, much more confident at playing later, George.
Okay.
It's definitely something he's added
Under
to
his
his
eyes.
game. Yeah. When he
Yeah.
was younger, he used to hit out in front a lot.
Okay.
So 33 to win from next 2 overs.
It's gonna be
probably out of the question.
No, the maths was something we were pushing on. Who do we have on here? Louis Hayward, who's one of the 17s players.
Yeah.
And it was something like 119 needed off 14 overs, and I was like, right, run rate.
Yeah, over to you,
Just
sir.
threw him under the bus with the run rate requirement.
Maybe try and win the skin. Maybe.
I'd be going for the skin.
Yeah.
That's really well played by Jake. He really pitched out when George defended it perfectly, putting it down to the corner.
I think the bigger picture for the Warriors here as well is after some low scores last week. They got the highest score of the tournament so far in the first round, in the first game today.
And what was that?
60-something.
Okay,
and they've
cool.
potentially increased it again here. So
improvements.
So that's good.
Yeah.
There's some tangible improvement there.
Yeah, just a quick update for the court 2. Let's just wait for the scoreboard. How are we going over there? So 38 for the Hurricanes, 34 for the Vipers. So they've pulled that back really
Last
well.
pair just starting.
That's a great over from Jake Green so far. I've just wondered why it's so quiet over there on the other court.
Yeah,
I just realised there's no Rory or Niall.
Yeah, neither of them. It's well played. So that's something I was talking about earlier. Who has to play hook shots outdoor?
Yeah.
11-year-old very rarely has to play a hook
Take them
shot.
down into the ground.
And he's genuinely had to hook that.
Yeah.
Chance.
Well fielded.
Yeah, well fielded.
That's a great over from Jake there.
Yeah. They just, I think through the game they've just bowled less drive balls than what the Warriors managed. I'd be interested to know the wides as well. I'm always on that.
Yeah,
Stuart
keys,
was saying,
isn't it? Wickets and wides.
Stuart was saying in the first game the Hurricanes were 20 wides,
Did they?
and 20 extras,
Yeah.
so 40 runs.
40 runs, yeah, it's a lot, that, isn't it?
So Ollie Smith with the last over.
Yeah, another big in-swing bowler. I think we're ahead of time here as well, aren't we?
Yeah, we're doing all right.
Flying through the games.
20-2.
And try and get away with not being too late back. Ollie in, really well bowled.
Yeah.
You see Arthur just trying to create something there.
Yeah,
using his feet.
not sure there's a great need, is there, in this situation?
Missed chance there for Spencer.
Other than
He
just
should have
work it
stumped him.
around.
As your views are going to get blocked by people walking past.
That's a lovely shot. Walked at that one.
Yeah, I think that's what he was trying to do first ball.
Played straight. Played straight.
Given he wants to get 10.
Nice player. So 22 win off 4 balls. 21 to win off 4 balls.
Yeah, I'd be going for the skin.
Yeah, me too.
Chance, no,
Made
got
it.
away with it. Oh, it's it.
Hits him on the back of the.
Spencer's launched
on
it.
the shoulder,
Hit
I think.
George in the shoulder.
It is.
George is all right.
Yeah, he's fine. The balls are really well designed for this.
Yeah, you were saying.
Very rare you get. Well, you did get someone get a broken nose last week actually. But
George
very
Someone
smacked
rare.
carried the
himself
nose
in
out
back,
apparently
in the
last
head.
Yeah, unfortunately, Issa just.
Is he okay? Have you been in touch?
Yeah, we've
Yeah,
been
yeah.
constantly in touch. Chance. Yeah, he's okay. He's not allowed any cricket for a couple of weeks, but he's broke his nose. But it was just a shot that didn't mean to go quite so flat, and it's unfortunately just hit him.
That's
square
cricket,
on
I'm
the
afraid,
nose.
isn't it?
Well, the worst injury I've ever seen was a guy fielding up. Well, Chance.
There we go.
Well, got the dive out to go ahead.
Great dive from George. That's
Yeah.
it.
To
So
win
that'll
this-
be the skin.
To win the skin with 1 ball left.
Yeah.
So
I'm delighted for that.
I'm
be
not
honest.
necessarily sure Arthur won't still attack.
Because that's his instinct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope he does. I hope he
Yeah,
realises
yeah.
that they've
Yeah.
got the one and that's fine.
You were right.
Yeah.
Well, it's a
got away
victory
with
for the
it.
Lions.
Yeah, I'm really
And
pleased
3
there for the Warriors to get a skin
and
out of
delighted Mr. Cunningham's got a skin, so
Yeah, he's-
really pleased there.
Earned it with the dive. Right, gentlemen, thank you very much. Hope you've enjoyed a bit of commentary.
Thank you very much, Kieran.
Sam's dad and Spencer's dad on commentary.
Thank
And,
you.
I'll
What's your
catch you
name?
later.
Kieran. Really.
Spencer's coach.
Thank
that's
you,
my
sir.
name. See you later.
Cheers, fella. Good lad. Cheers, Kate.